Hello, my name is Monene Gedera. Welcome to the Answer Show, a very resourceful business show to you as an entrepreneur, to you as a career person, because of the conversation we have with successful entrepreneurs and business leaders. And today we are so honored to have a conversation with an entrepreneur who has dared abroad. She started a company in Senegal, and now she's back in the country to scale her business. Cynthia, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Monene.
We're so glad to have you, and we're looking forward to this amazing conversation. So before we start, there are a few titles that business leaders prefer. For example, director, CEO, co-founder. So which one do you prefer? And as you answer that, who is Cynthia above all these titles?
Thank you. So my name is Cynthia Mburugu, a human resource consultant, and I prefer to go by that title. I'm a mother, a wife, a sister, and a daughter. I have over 15 years of experience in human resource practice, having worked within East Africa and West Africa.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's amazing. You've mentioned 15 years of experience. So at what point did you start your business, and why did you do so?
So the idea actually came up while I was still employed. It was a desire and a passion to become self-employed. It was part of self-actualization.
Mm-hmm.
So I started off the idea, ran it over a few friends. It's part of the business strategy, how you test your idea, how viable it is before you can be able to actually implement. Optimum Options was officially registered here in Kenya in 2019, which was, the time I also now resigned from full-time employment to get into the consultancy. It was a very brave move. And later on in 2021, I moved, I was already in Senegal, and I took the step of faith to also do the registration in Senegal.
Wow, that's amazing. Apart from being brave, from your experience, what are the fundamentals of starting a business?
I would say having a business plan is really important as it guides you through, the journey and the milestones that you need to, achieve. Having a financial plan for the business. Initially, when you start off, you realize that, you need some finances in place. The knowledge on the legal compliance based on the type of business that you're, venturing into. The expertise is also very, very important. And, the partnership, they really help with just that mentorship and that, being able to share ideas. Having a co-founder for the business is also quite helpful in ensuring that the business thrives.
Tell us how you found yourself in Senegal, how you started your company there, and how that experience has helped you to scale your company across Africa.
So moving to Senegal was a family decision. So for me as a profession was to make hay when the sun shines. I was fortunate enough to be introduced to a network of professionals in Senegal, which really helped me in terms of setting up. I also got some friends and professionals there that supported me, throughout just my stay. And they also were able to show me how to register a business in Senegal. The process was not easy, but we made it through. That really helped the business to be able to grow, as the West Africa community works very closely together. It's a very integrated community. So you find when you have an opportunity to work within any other country, whether it's Burkina Faso or Niger or Chad, then you don't actually need to have any work permit or to be registered there to work, because of that the community aspect that the region enjoys. So other than just being able to work within Senegal, we've been able to work in Burkina Faso, which is also a French-speaking country, in Niger, and just recently in DRC Congo, which is also a French-speaking country. So it's been a very good experience. The West Africa people are very warm people, very welcoming.
Wow.
They have this spirit of teranga. The spirit of teranga means, the community, the family feel aspect, where they are very welcoming, Yeah, so it was very beautiful experience. So.
Wow, that's very insightful. So just a random question. What's one thing you'd borrow from the Senegalese business environment to the Kenyan business environment?
I would say the people in Senegal are quite authentic. Because of that, they are also very trusting. So when you need to go out there and share your idea, people will easily believe you, and they'll give you a chance to showcase your skill. There's also just that spirit of oneness, togetherness, where they really want to promote each other and grow. That for me was really a beautiful experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. One thing I know is that for anyone to move to another country, start a company that thrives, they have to have a growth mindset. So from your experience, according to you, what really is a growth mindset?
Yeah, a growth mindset is one that is open to learn. Every day we are always learning. It's I say it's the university of life. Yeah, there's a lot of learning to do. Having the attitude of, the time is now. Do it now. Do not procrastinate. When you have an idea, run with it. Test it with other people that are in a similar industry, and just be able to, do it quick. The moment you procrastinate on it, then you find it falls through the cracks. Having a great attitude, great attitude will take you to greater heights, as well as having a gratitude, a heart of just being appreciative and being grateful for where you are and what you're able to do. I would say I'd say it's a growth mindset to me.
Perfect. You mentioned attitude, and they normally say that an attitude can either be your asset or your liability in life, in the marketplace, and in every other aspect of life. And one thing you do is boosting employee engagement. So what are some of the ways that entrepreneurs out here can boost their employee engagement?
One of the ways is improved efficiencies. Employees want to stay in organizations where they feel respected, they feel valued. There's proper communication channels, and whenever there is any feedback or changes that are happening within the organization, it is well cascaded down to the employees. When it comes to the policies and just the company culture, it is a culture that is positive, that is inspiring, and people look forward to coming to work. The well-being of the employees is also very, very crucial. Just having that the commitment and consistency in how you're running your business affairs.
What do you enjoy the most about your area of passion?
Human resources is quite vast. However, for me, I really enjoy just the people aspect. Being able to execute and see what you're implementing, what you're executing is really, helpful to the organizations, and also the employees are performing. There are less, issues to deal with in an organization. Then there's a lot of self-satisfaction when I'm involved into the hiring process, and we attract the right talent. It's quite fulfilling once you're able to, actually hire someone and they stay on into the organization post the probationary period, as well as just the strategic involvement level, where you're able to come up with strategic plans for not only the HR department, but also the organization in general, being able to also be a business partner to the organization that we work with, and supporting them in implementing these HR activities for better efficiencies within their organization.
And looking at company cultures, what are some of the common company cultures you have seen?
Yeah. So different organizations embrace different cultures. So you find there are those organizations that have this the family feel aspect. Especially the small businesses. They feel we're a family. They are those ones that are focused on innovation, and there are those businesses that are also focused on the customer experience. There are businesses that are driven by the purpose. What is our purpose? And that, that is really one of the focuses that they focus on. They are also these cultures, the learning culture, where the organization is very focused on ensuring that the people are continuously being trained, and there's that learning and development aspect.
Wow.
Yeah.
And as an entrepreneur, do you have routines, and which are the routines you follow religiously?
Yeah, I would say every day, comes after its own. Not necessarily a consistent routine, but I try to stick to a certain routine. So usually my day starts at 5 a.m., where, I kick it off with just exercise in the morning. I also take 30 minutes of reading. From that time, I'm also doing some personal errands in between getting to the office, business meetings, and sometimes being in trainings, or just doing the normal business hours. Yeah. In the evenings, I love to just unwind with my family. And every day, as I said, is very different.
Awesome. That has been inspiring and informing. My name is Monene Gedera. Keep it Anza.